face and closed my eyes, hoping sleep would finally come. Outside, everything was silent. It was the kind of silence that only exists after a heavy snowfall, when the entire world feels frozen in time. Then, I heard something. At first, it was only a distant sound. A deep, heavy, rumbling engine. It sounded like an old truck slowly climbing a mountain road. The engine growled loudly, echoing through the silent night. I tried to ignore it. I told myself it was probably just another vehicle passing somewhere in the distance, but the sound kept getting closer, closer, and closer. Soon, it felt as though the truck had entered our street. That made no sense. The roads were buried beneath thick snow. No vehicle should have been able to drive through them at that hour. Curious, I gathered my courage and lifted my head from beneath the blanket. I looked toward the window. The glass was covered with frost, making it difficult to see outside. I wiped away some of the condensation with my hand. Nothing. The street outside was completely empty. No headlights, no truck, no movement. The engine noise suddenly stopped. The silence returned. I let out a sigh of relief. Maybe the truck had simply driven past the house. Feeling calmer, I lay back down and closed my eyes once again. But only a few seconds later, the engine roared back to life. This time, it wasn't coming from the road. It was coming from the narrow alley behind our house. That alley was so small that no truck could possibly fit through it, yet the sound was unmistakable. Slowly, a dull yellow light began spreading across my bedroom window. It looked exactly like the glow of old headlights. The light moved so slowly that it seemed as if whatever was outside was crawling toward my room. My heartbeat quickened. The strange yellow glow continued to grow brighter across the frosted glass. But I couldn't see the vehicle itself, only its light, only its presence. A wave of fear swept through my body. I stood up, thinking I should look outside and find out what was really there. But the moment I took a step toward the window, an overwhelming feeling washed over me. It felt as though something on the other side of the glass was already looking back at me. The fear was so intense that every hair on my body stood on end. Deep inside, I became certain of one thing. If I looked through that window, I would see something that no human being was ever meant to see. Frozen with terror, I stepped back. I turned away from the window, climbed back into bed,